The rising costs of rent, groceries, and gas may be spurring a great American homecoming. Fresh data shows a record number of adults are moving back in with their parents. According to a survey from Realtor.com, more than 25 million U.S. adults under the age of 35 were living at home in 2025. Our Jerika Duncan spoke with one woman who says her wages just aren't keeping up with the cost to live alone.
To be able to afford that on top of like your student loans, a car payment, it's really hard to function off of anything, I believe, less than $85K.
CBS News MoneyWatch reporter Megan Cerullo joins me now in studio to break all of this down. Megan, good morning and welcome. Stuff is more expensive. We remember stories during the pandemic of young people having to live with their parents, but what's driving this trend now?
We have seen a return to those peak rates of young adults living at home that we saw during the pandemic. There are two things that are going on. One, there's a job mismatch problem. So you have these young people graduating from college with degrees, with skills, but jobs that are suitable for them aren't available. And so you think of the cliche of the college-educated barista. So what some young folks are opting to do is to stay at home, live with their parents, save money on housing, and that can allow them to be choosier about the kind of job that they enter into, right? They can afford to take some time off work, save money, and really look for a position that's a better fit for them, which experts say is actually financially prudent, because if you get off track early on and take a job that leaves you underemployed, that can lead to lower earnings later down the line.
So this could be a wise financial move for younger people, but as we saw during the pandemic, it creates a whole bunch of stress, anxiety, and moving back in with mom and dad can be its own drama. But what does this say then about the financial state of young adults? It means that it's quite precarious.
We have the labor market issue, and then we also have a housing market issue where many young people are priced out of the dream of home ownership, and so are having to delay that milestone and that key wealth building opportunity. But parenting styles have changed, and economists say that it's not unwise if you have the ability to stay with your parents while you gain your financial footing. We also have Americans who are employed who are finding that their wages just aren't keeping up with the pace of inflation. So it's both people who are being pickier about the kinds of jobs they're taking and people who have jobs but just aren't earning enough to live on their own. We heard from the woman who Jerika spoke to, who said that she was making $60,000 and she was living with a boyfriend in South Carolina, but once they broke up, she couldn't afford to live on her own. Her story, though, has a happy ending. She moved back in with her parents for a few months, saved some money, and is now going to move out again.
Bright spots during the clouds. Megan Cerullo, thank you for sharing your reporting. Appreciate it.